Good morning, beautiful souls, and welcome to your Cosmic and Tarot forecast for Saturday, February 1st, 2025. We're going to do a quick spread for the day ahead, but before we check out the spread, let's first dive into celestial vibes and see what the universe has in store for the collective. Now, we're still early in the first quarter phase of the lunar cycle, which means that this is a time for growth, decisions, and forward movement. This is when the seeds you planted during the new moon take form. So you're being asked to take action, trust your instincts, and build upon what's already in motion. The moon starts the day in Pisces, bringing gentle, intuitive, and dreamy energy. But by tonight, it shifts into fiery Aries, sparking momentum, boldness, and action. This transition sets the tone for the day. A flowing, emotional morning leads into an energized, action driven night. So, early in the morning, the Pisces moon trines Mars in Cancer, bringing gentle but effective motivation. There's no need to force anything. Let your actions flow naturally from your emotions. If you've been feeling stuck, this energy helps you move forward with the ease and intuition. Now, just after that, the moon sextiles Uranus and Taurus, shaking things up in the very best way. So expect a pleasant surprise or a sudden flash of insight. Maybe you decide to switch up your routine, maybe you'll get an unexpected text, or stumble upon something that inspires you. Stay open to the unexpected, it's likely to work in your favor. Now, around midday, love, dreams, and a little extra magic is in the air when Venus in Pisces conjuncts Neptune in Pisces, and wow, this is pure cosmic romance and creativity. Love, beauty, intuition, and imagination all blend together in a dreamy, almost surreal way. So it's a perfect time for deep emotional connections, creative inspiration, acts of love, whether for you or others. So let your heart lead, but stay grounded because Neptune can blur the lines between fantasy and reality. Now, in the afternoon, the moon conjuncts Neptune in Pisces, amplifying sensitivity, intuition, and connection to the unseen. If emotions feel overwhelming, pause to breathe. This is a moment of deep alignment. Shortly after that, the moon also conjuncts Venus in Pisces, bringing an outpouring of love, beauty, and emotional expression. This is the perfect time to nurture yourself, express gratitude, or engage something that feeds your soul. Now, a first quarter moon reminder that this is the part of your day about feeling things through. So, that's before you step into action. If you've been uncertain about a choice, the evening's energy will help clarify your next steps. Now, speaking of the evening, that's when we're going to go from flow to fire. So as the moon enters Aries, it's suddenly going to be go time. If the day felt dreamy or slow moving, this shift into Aries turns up the fire. So you might feel a burst of motivation, ready to take action, more confident and assertive. So this is momentum building energy, perfect for starting something new, taking initiative, or making decisions. Now, to top off the night, the moon sextiles Pluto in Aquarius, bringing depth, empowerment, and transformation. So, if you've been sitting on a decision, this is a cosmic push to trust yourself and to take bold steps. So, to recap all of that, because I know that was a lot to throw at you. So, in the morning, you're going to flow with your emotions, trust your intuitive nudges, and embrace inspiration. Afternoon, love, creativity, those both peak. Soak it in, but stay grounded. In the evening, fire it up. It's time to step into action and embrace your power. So, the thought to carry with you throughout today: you're not the same person you were yesterday. Trust the growth, trust the change, and step boldly into what's next. Now, that's what our stars have in store for us as a collective. But now I want to take a look at the quick spread for the day ahead. Now, please remember, this part is a general reading, but is meant for specific recipients. It will not resonate, with everyone. So I'll start out by taking a quick look back at yesterday. All right. Then I'm going to, well, I'd say if yesterday sounds familiar, number one, then there's a chance this reading is for you. So stay tuned. If this reading does not resonate with you, please check back tomorrow, because as I channel these messages each day, the intended recipients will probably change. So tomorrow's message could be for you. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe so you won't miss your quick spread for the day ahead. So I'm going to draw a card for yesterday, and then I'll draw 3 for today, and then we're going to have our card for tomorrow, just to take a quick peek at what that might look like for whomever this message is intended for, all right? So when we start with yesterday, it looks like we had the devil energy here. Now, this card is all about feeling trapped or bound by something. It may have been a day where you found yourself grappling with temptation, maybe unhealthy attachments, maybe even limiting beliefs. So there could have been a situation or perhaps a person that made you feel restricted. Maybe you were confronted with a part of yourself that you've been avoiding. But I would say, remember that the devil asks us to recognize that we have the power to free ourselves from these chains if we choose to. So if yesterday felt heavy, know that there is a call to examine what's holding you back and to take control of today and of your steps going forward. All right, so let's check out your 3 cards for today. All right, we've got, sorry, let me hold those up. We've got the 3 of Swords here, and the Ace of Cups, and the 10 of Swords. Wow. Well, this doesn't look any less challenging than yesterday. So let's break these down piece by piece. So the 3 of Swords can often represent emotional pain or heartache. Basically, all of this is telling me that today could be a tough day emotionally. So whether you're dealing with feelings of loss or disappointment, something along those lines, it's going to be a little bit bumpy. Could be that you're processing maybe a difficult truth or navigating through some grief. But do know that with the Ace of Cups coming right after that, that usually signifies emotional renewal and new beginnings. So even though you may be facing some emotional turmoil here with the 3 of Swords, the Ace of Cups is telling you that there's an opportunity for healing and maybe fresh emotional energy. So whether it's a new connection or maybe a creative outlook, maybe simply a chance to love yourself more deeply. The Ace of Cups reminds us that joy and fulfillment are within reach. So let's keep that in mind. Now, next we have the 10 of Swords, and that is arguably one of the hardest cards to take in the deck. It usually has been a very painful cycle. Now, there is, albeit small, but a positive note to that card, and that is that typically that means the end of the cycle. So you may feel like you're at rock bottom, but the message here is that the culmination of something has run its course. So while it may feel like a harsh ending, it's also an invitation to release what no longer serves you. The worst is over, and there's only room for renewal and growth from here. All right, so let's take a look ahead at tomorrow. So tomorrow you've got the Queen of Cups. Now that looks a lot better. This is typically a very nurturing card. It speaks to emotional wisdom, compassion, intuition. So tomorrow you're likely to find yourself more in a place of calm emotional clarity. You'll be able to connect with your feelings in a deeper way, allowing your intuition to guide you throughout the day. Now, sometimes this card will represent that you're giving emotion and empathy and offer to support others. However, in this one, I'm reading this as it's likely that you are going to be seeking the support. So you'll likely have those that are closest to you probably knowing what's going on here. I'm sure some of your closest friends or maybe a family member, you've kept them in the loop of what's going on. So look to them for wisdom and guidance tomorrow, okay? But don't lose sight of the bigger picture by getting too bogged down in the details either. All right, now what do I mean by that? Let's take a look at the shadow card here, and that's exactly what we've got coming forward. So we've got the the 8 of Pentacles. Typically, this is a master of his craft. Um, I typically look at this as a very positive card. That's not to say that it's negative today, but showing up as your shadow card, um, being that it's about work and dedication, it seems almost like maybe you've been focusing too intensely on your work or a particular goal that's beginning to feel more like a burden. So perhaps you're getting caught up in perfectionism or burnout. I'd say it's a reminder to evaluate whether your hard work is truly serving you. Maybe take a moment, a step back rather, to breathe and appreciate the progress you've made. It could also indicate that in the background there's maybe a need for balance. So don't lose sight of the bigger picture. That's kind of what was coming in even here was, all of this pain and turmoil. It's tough to go through right now. It is coming up to the end of it. Look to those that can support you and look for that guidance and know that tomorrow you're going to be more in your Queen of Cups energy. Um, and just again, I know I keep saying it, but don't lose sight of the big picture by getting too bogged down. So to summarize, it looks like yesterday was all about recognizing what's holding you back. Today is going to be bringing emotional challenges, but there is opportunity for healing and new emotional beginnings. So tomorrow, when you step into your power as the Queen of Cups, you're going to embrace your compassion, your intuition, um, and with the Eight of Pentacles in the background, it's a good time to reflect on your work and make sure you're finding balance in all that you do. I hope this reading helps guide you today. If this did resonate with you, please feel free to leave a comment below and let me know how these energies are showing up for you. Until next time, stay connected, stay grounded, trust your intuition. Wishing you love and success in today's journey. And remember to come back tomorrow for your quick spread for the day ahead.